I'm going on holiday!
There's gonna be loads of willies!
Hi guys, it is Aoife from Fred Weasley Died Laughing, and I am going on my holidays tomorrow. I'm going for a week away of some sun, sand, pool and lots of reading and some nice cocktails and maybe some dancing with my best friend, and we are going to have a wonderful time. And one of the big dilemmas for me in going away is what books to bring. What will I read? So I have chosen a few books that I think might be good summary, not even summaries, but just good reads I can really get into while I have the time this week, and I'm going to show you the books I've chosen to bring now. So first I'm going to show you the 3 physical books. I'm going to bring 3 physical books with me, and the first physical book is Becoming by Michelle Obama. This is showing up on so many TBRs of mine at this stage, but this is going to get done because this is going to be the first book I'm going to start reading tomorrow. I'm going to start reading this in the airport on the plane, hopefully. And one of the reasons I also want to bring this is not only because I obviously really want to read this. Michelle Obama is an amazing, inspiring woman, and I've heard amazing things about this book, but I also think my friend who's coming with me, I also think she will want to pick this up and read it as well. So yeah, if I can bring books as well that my friend would like to read, and they can be passed along, that is always a plus for me. So yeah, I cannot wait to get into this and finally read it. The next book I picked up is a book I've had on my shelf for ages at this stage, and it's Maggie Stiefvater, All the Crooked Saints. And one of the reasons why I decided to pick this up, this wasn't initially on my TBR for this holiday at all, and I was just going through my shelves looking at all the books I have unread and that I want to read, and I picked this one out, and this one is actually really, like, it looks like it's going to be a really fast read, and this would be a fast read for me on an ordinary day, and for a day for me that's going to be mostly by the pool reading, this is perfect. So yeah, I feel like this is the type of book that I can sit down and read maybe in an afternoon or just a session on the beach or on the pool, so by the pool. So yeah, this is perfect for me. This is why I'm going to bring this one, because it always feels good to be able to just bang in a book in one afternoon, and I feel like this could be one of those kind of books. So yes. Then the last physical book I'm going to bring is Sadie Smith on Beauty. Now, I was very much torn between Sadie Smith on Beauty and Sadie Smith's White Teeth, both of which I have in physical format, and I was just looking at both of them, and this one is a little bit shorter than White Teeth. White Teeth is a little bit chunkier, so obviously just weight issues and stuff like that, I don't want to make my bag too bulky, even though, you know, books sometimes we do have to sacrifice, but I just do think as well this is a little bit shorter, and I kind of want to try and read as much as I can with this readathon, because I just feel like I haven't been as on par with my Goodreads reading goal this year as I maybe wanted to be. I'm a few books behind, so if I can read as many books as possible on this holiday, that will be fantastic. And this one is a little bit shorter, so I'm going to be a little bit cheeky and go for the shorter book in this sense, even though more people have recommended White Teeth to me, but this one sounds really good as well. I actually have no idea what it is about, but it's something to do with feuding families, and I've heard just amazing things about Sadie Smith's writing, so I know any Sadie Smith I would pick up, I will hopefully like. So yeah, really excited to pick up. For some reason, both of Sadie Smith's books were just calling out to me when I was looking at my shelves today, and particularly this one, so very excited. As for some of the Kindle books I've decided, so obviously I am bringing my Kindle, so I have just literally all the choice in the world on that. I have so many books on my Kindle. But a few ones that I picked out that I really want to read is On the Island by Tracy Garvis Graves. This is a book that is kind of a little bit almost like Castaway-esque, it seems. A woman who is kind of a tutor to this teenage boy, and they end up in this plane crash, and they end up being cast away on this island, and they grow a little bit older, and eventually the boy, as he gets older, they do end up in this like romantic relationship together, and it kind of feels like, it looks from the cover like it's just going to be this kind of summary flimsy read, but I actually think there's a lot of, it seems from what I've heard, there's a lot of substance to it, and it sounds really good, so I'm looking forward to reading that. The next book I want to read is The Summer of Jordi Perez by Amy Spalding. I actually know very little about this book, apart from that it is a YA contemporary. I think the main character is gay and she is plus sized, and that's pretty much all I know. I don't really know too much about it, but I don't really want to know too much. I want to go in and be surprised. This might also be a nice, quick, fast, fun read for me. So yeah, it just seemed like a really nice book to be able to be reading on the pool, by the holiday, on a plane, wherever I am. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. And then the last book I've chosen specifically to read for this holiday is Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is another Taylor Jenkins Reid book I have on my Kindle. I think this is the only one I have apart from Daisy Jones and the Six, which I've already read, and I've also read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I have in physical format. So this is the next one I have kind of on my TBR of Taylor Jenkins Reid books that I have to actually, you know, read straight away. And I've just been hearing loads of great things about all her other books. Loads of people are reading all of her other books now since the popularity of her last two. And this one sounds really great. It's kind of like alternate life thing. It's about a girl who basically she has a choice to make one night, and we see what would happen if she went this way and what would happen if she went this way with her decision. And that sounds really interesting to me because I love those kind of what if storylines. And yeah, I like to think about it with my own life as well sometimes, like what if I'd done something different. And it would be really interesting to be able to just see kind of a glass ball and see what your life would have been like. So that sounds really, really interesting to me. So that's everything I have planned to read at the moment. Obviously you guys will know afterwards what I do end up reading. I'm not going to be vlogging this holiday because I don't really want to bring my camera and have to be worrying about my camera bringing it out and stuff. And I haven't really been great at vlogging lately. Just getting the energy and the enthusiasm to do it just hasn't really been my thing lately. So what I'm going to hope to do, I'm going to try and see if I can maybe do Instagram updates, like on Instagram story. So if you're not following me on Instagram and you do want to, my link is down below. In my doodly do, you'll see my Instagram link there. So please follow me on that if you do want to maybe keep in touch and see what I'm reading for this holiday. That'll be great. I will try my best to keep it updated. And I'll see you guys again next time.